Ooh, I gotta put this out too. Hold tight, people. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Let's see here. Oh, well, I'll just go with it. I was gonna put a notification thing out or something, or I don't know. Got no music, but this place has got good acoustics anyways. So this is the breakdown, the other part of the breakdown, but anyhow, hope everybody's doing good. I don't know, people needed to connect with me, and I sense this, and also, well, there's going on with the names. Names mean something, people. I'm going to go through some stuff in a bit, but anyhow. So it's nighttime. Man, the lights went out in the city. When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay. Spotify that. Ooh, I wanna be there in my city. Oh, 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 ooh, oh. You say, oh, there's been moments on the road without you, without your charms. Oh, oh, na, 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 oh, oh. I'm suffering, people. I want you to see how bad it is. So for my haters that have been laughing, old chunk of stuff broke down. Just a little heads up. It's horrible. It's so bad. I think you need to be happy for my pain. And I just wanted to show some of my pain for a good hot minute. Is everybody on the same page now? God takes care of his angels. I'll tell you what. It's like the story of Job, and I'm just learning, but I knew so much about the Bible. I did not know the rules. I'll get into the rules in a bit, people. I will tell you what the rules are. There's rules to this mess. So I'm gonna tell the story. I want to tell the story of Job. Okay, so God asked Satan, the devil, he said, "Where have you been?" And Satan answered him, saying, "I have been across the world to and fro, and I've looked everywhere," and that kind of thing, right? So let me show you again. That's what my pain looks like right now. So for my haters that's been cheesing on me being broke down, I've been giving y'all some time to enjoy my pain. I wanted to show you what my pain's been like. It's been so painful. Oh, it's so painful. So back to Job. Job was God's faithful servant, and God says, so you've seen these people on this planet, you've been across there. What do you make of, what do you think of, or you could say, what is your take on my servant Job, Job? There's a whole book on him. Guess what? I hadn't read it. I read everything else in the Bible. I just completely skipped that one. Why? I'll tell you why in a minute. I didn't even know why, but I know why now. Because it pertained to me. It pertains to me. So anyways, he says, what do you think about Job? What do you make of Job? And the devil said, I can't touch him because you have a hedge of protection around him. So God said, okay, I'll tell you what. Said, you are allowed to, these were a lot of long words that I can't really translate or whatever, but you are allowed to you're allowed to affect any of Job's worldly belongings, anything that pertains to him. You can hurt whatever he has, okay? Everything he has, and you can utterly destroy it, kill it, otherwise make it bad, but you can't touch Job. And so Satan went about his way and set forth to destroy and utterly decimate Job, except he couldn't touch him. And he did. Now, I won't go into it about where his friends came to him and said, hey, look, you must have, we know about the Bible, or not the Bible at that time, but basically the Torah, we know the law, and basically you must have done something against God. And every time they come up with something, he said, no, I didn't do that. And every time they found him not guilty of it by speaking with him, not that he was on trial, they were just trying to figure it out. But he was so sad. Well, he wound up getting more than he ever lost back. But the point is this. The other day, and I drive a truck, so I'm really needing that GPS. The other day, my GPS, my phone itself, I couldn't even make phone calls. How are you going to have a load and all this stuff and get in touch with dispatch and you can't make phone calls? So the first thing I needed to do, driving that truck, I drove all day, just using the GPS on the truck, but I drove all day, but I had to find, and with the CB radio, people helped me so much. There were so many angels that helped me, I can't tell you how many. I mean, real angels. So one of them told me how to get to a truck stop and where I needed a fuel. Another one told me, because I didn't have trucker path, another one told me where the exit was for the AT&T store, where I had to get another phone, and then where the truck stop was, and then at the truck stop how to turn out of there because it was kind of funky. It was a few miles down the road. You would think that that was not a truck route, but it was. He told me about that. Then further, so I'm on my way to replace a phone that no longer works. It is doing crazy things. And someone that tried to send me a text message, it sent me that text message 870 times, people. This is what the devil does to phones. In case you don't know, it will say, phone whatever is not working, it's going to close the phone. This part of the phone ain't working, it's going to close that. And this part, and no one at the AT&T store had ever heard of such a thing, and they have never seen a phone break like that. So I know the devil, Satan, had got in my phone and messed with my phone. So then I'm driving to the AT&T store on my way to pick up what I think is my new phone, because I talked to another driver for another company that I healed. He had pain and I fixed it, or healed it. It was from God, not me. The point is, that's the squatter or the homesteader within me. So it's not going to be forever. So I'm fine with however long it lasts. I'll help as many people as I can. The point is, I talked to him and he told me about the zoom on this camera on this phone he had. I said, that's phenomenal. I need that for catching tags of people in the parking lot doing bad stuff at the truck stop. That'll work. I'm going to take my halo off. It's a lot annoying. I want you to see my halo, okay? Every angel's got to have a halo. That's my joke. I do have a halo now. But, let's see. I'm seeing somebody put something in toxic venom. What's up? Oh, what's up? So I drove my truck, and on the way to the AT&T store, the devil zapped my computer and made it so it could not connect with my transmission, and zapped the computer on the transmission side and made it so it wouldn't even receive. So it was not just a sensor or this or that. I've got proof sitting at the dealership, and I told them that would be a case study in what the devil can do to something. Don't try to figure it out, but you can quantify it by looking it up and seeing all the faults. It makes no sense. It's going to take a new computer, a new this, not for just for the truck, but whatever. Not just a reflash, because he's in there good, and a clutch now, because it probably messed up the fingers on the clutch. So going further, like I was saying, I'm driving to the AT&T store, and he zapped my computer and also the transmission computer and made it so the automatic transmission would not move the truck. It faulted out like a false neutral. So I'm in the turning lane and sitting there, and I'm like, I've got to get to this AT&T store before they close. So I walked 1.5 miles to the AT&T store. And then I got to the store and there were angels there. They got me this S20 phone that guy told me about with the Zoom. I walked back to my truck, and then I was like, I'll just let them know when I get back there. I'll get my phone going. And then I'm like, I'll just put them on the computer too, because I took the computer even with me. The computer was not communicating. I figured surely it'll get signal again. It does not have signal, even though the phone had enough signal to set up all my accounts and stuff in the middle of the road and to pick up my triangles when I did that live. So the devil zapped my truck a mile and a half before the AT&T store. I got a new phone because he messed with my effects. I was praising God the whole way, and I was basically saying the Lord's Prayer, and holy, holy, holy is the Lord Most High. That's what the creatures in heaven say for him. So I say it of my own free will, and I'm here. So I'm saying all this, going to the place and coming back, praising God the whole time, not thinking, hey, that's what Job did. I didn't know about Job. I knew nothing about Job. Okay. So I get back to the truck, and I couldn't communicate with the computer in the truck. That's nice. 6 hours later, somehow he gave me rest. Somehow, and I felt decent after 6 hours. Wasn't great, but somehow he gave me rest in 6 hours with my flashers on in a turning lane. Okay. Yeah, this is so horrible, right? Icon, this is just painful. So back to the truck. I got it. Somehow magical, it comes back on to move it into the parking lot of a Walmart. I pull in there, and I stayed a few more hours and took another nap. And then the wrecker comes. And I went in shopping and everything else. At the same time I walk out with all my bags, that's the perfect time the wrecker comes back. And he's an angel also. Same, blood type, all the stuff. Let me tell you something. He's an angel. And on the front of his truck, it should have had angel wings. It should have had an angel. It had a swan with wings. It was close. I told him it should have been angel wings. So he towed me out of there. So they messed up the truck. Finally, by the way, the computer came back on for the logbook, which was not even connected to the truck. Should have had signal. Shouldn't have been an issue. I couldn't connect to him. I brought it with me. I brought it back. Finally connected to him. Okay. 6 hours later is what it was. Maybe that's the devil's number 6. He released the problem with the transmission long enough for me to get there, and released the computer long enough for me to get in touch with dispatch at the same time. And of course, I had already called him on my cell phone, my new cell phone. All right. Going from there, the dealership says it's the damnedest thing they have ever seen in their life. The AT&T store says it's the damnedest thing they've ever seen in their life. So God is allowed, evidently there was a conversation in heaven about me, like Job, and he allowed him to mess with my effects. So when you're on the way to heal somebody, you might keep it quiet, or you might just know that either way the God knows what's going on. The devil can hear when you're talking, is my understanding. So you can mind talk, and you can send telepathy, or what do you want to call it. It's not quite telepathy. That's real. The gifts are limitless. Or you could write it down on a piece of paper. But when you broadcast on the internet like I did, because I'm just a genius, you put yourself out there like a big target for the devil to mess with. But the person I was going to heal actually went to a different location. It's been, I'm going to tell you, 7 days of breakdown. What that 7 means, there you go. Yeah. And it's been so hard. I have been dealing with some stuff. I've been catching up apps and stuff, but I want you to show right now I'm caught up, and I want you to see right now how hard this is on me. It's difficult, people. So for all my haters, I want you to know I let you hate, I let you laugh. I hope you laugh the entire time, and I hope you're looking now to see what you were really laughing at. This is my punishment, and I'm getting paid, and it's being paid more than if I was running. And I caught up a bunch of stuff. And I have this new phone that I've been learning about apps. I learned about Uber. I got the app. I ain't quite learned things yet. I'm getting there. I'm just, just an old man, and I'm learning about this stuff. But, so back to the Job story. So basically, God's messing with me and stopping me from healing someone. But I can't tell you how many other people have been healed because of it. And this water at this point is sanctified. I'm just saying. It's probably holy water. You can probably jump in it here and get healed yourself. That over there is cooler, so you can jump over there if you get too hot, because Angel's got to stay cooled off. So in a minute, I might even put my feet in that. I ain't quite sure. But the point is, people, you needed to get connected. I felt it. I went live. Now I'm going to talk about names, okay? Names matter. Even if it's your middle name, but I have found this out. This is what I understand to be true, and I could be wrong because I've been wrong before, but if you have especially because the middle name used to be a confirmation name for like Catholics, they don't even give their kids a middle name until they go to confirmation. Now, mine has to do with Saint Michael and Father Michael and all that stuff, and it's the protector angel. It's not that he's an archangel. There are other archangels, Gabriel and all that, but it's about what he does, and God will try to make you into that on earth. Parents just think they name their children. Parents do not name their children, no more than when an angel came to Mary and said, "You'll name this child Jesus. Do you even now name your children?" Okay? Those names come from God. So the point is, they matter and they have meaning. You need to look up what your name means. And if you have the feminine of Michael, which is Michelle, or if you have the masculine of Michael, which is Michael, or Miguel in Spanish, and these kind of things, that is what that connotation is or denotates. The other thing is, if you have the name Angel, Angela, Angelise, Angelica, all this, your parents know, but they don't know, but they know, but they don't know, but they know, but they don't know, but they know. That's why they named you that. And it all has to do with your bloodline and who and what you are. They don't know how to tell you, but they gave you the clue. Follow the clue to my video that says, "Are you an angel? You might be surprised." Okay. So going further, the gift that I have, it was explained to me that it is like a squatter or a homesteader, which means it will not be there for my entire life. And the reason I get that is someone else told me that they never met an angel that stayed an angel their whole life. What that means is someone with a gift that stayed with it their whole life, because people get burnt out too. Some people give up and lose faith, believe it or not, and all of these things. You wouldn't believe that someone could lose faith, especially because you would think, well, after you've seen all these different things and healings and this kind of thing, how could you lose faith? Well, it's the same as when Moses led the Israelites, the Jews, basically the Israelites, out of bondage in Egypt. That he led them out of the bondage of Egypt, and when they got there, they had seen the pillar of fire, but they knew that was what saved them, but they still made a golden calf anyways, and we're talking about, hey, let's go back to Egypt. So they saw Moses part the Red Sea with their own eyes. They saw him catch them birds and this kind of thing, and they saw the pillar of fire of God and all this stuff. And the 10 Commandments they would have seen, and they saw his face shone and glowed afterwards, and it scared them because he was in the presence of God. So it's within us that we can soon forget the truth and the light and the power that we've seen before, and stop believing, like an off switch. It is what it is, and we're all sinners. I cuss, I've got issues. It doesn't matter how you say what, God hears you. That's just the truth. So you can be a little bit more understanding of that, where I'm coming from. I'm not a preacher. This is just what's happening to me, and this is real, and this is daily life. And you see, when God lets the devil mess with you, he will carry you in ways like this that have nothing to do with anything of struggle. First, you will struggle, and you have to make that move. You have to make that first step. But that first step is right about here, and then you're in the water. And then it's good. And it's warm and comfortable, I can assure you. And then you can cool off in the other waters. Which leads me to the thing where he said about the 3 cities. There was one city that had a hot spring, one that had a cold spring, and one that had some lukewarm mess nobody wanted to drink because it tasted horrible, and nobody wanted to be in that city. And Jesus said it's better to be on fire for him or cold to him than to be like that nasty water, because that nasty water, he'll say he won't even recognize you and he'll spit you out of his mouth, just like that water. So there's that. This gives a story of that. But anyways, and I'll get to some comments in a sec, but I felt like people wanted to connect and wanted to know how the truck and everything was going. The truck is going to have a new clutch in it. It's going to have a new computer in it. It's going to have a new computer on the transmission side. There is a type of a sensor, but it's different. But the whole thing is, it's not normal. It's not normal. And I'm going to say it again, it's not normal. That's a case study in what the devil can do to something. Along with my other phone that has 570 something messages. I deleted most of them, but I took a picture of that thing before I did. Of the same exact text message that I can assure you that person only sent it once. And it wasn't a virus in their phone because they had sent me other messages previously that day. So there's that. Understand that the devil can mess with all of your effects, but God won't let him mess with you. That's how that works. I didn't know. But while I was broke down in the truck, back to that, once I finally got it to Walmart, I had to have something after I did that live to kind of chill me, to kind of calm my presence and make it to where not just so I could sleep, but that I could have peace with the whole situation. And there was a related search, because I put up the thing on Angels, there was a related search that was a preacher. I said, well, I don't really usually listen to preachers, really, but I'll listen to this guy. So he told the story of Job. And I had not heard that as much. I know everything in the Bible. I thought, well, then there's Job. I kind of skipped that one, I guess. And now I know the story, and it explained to me what was going on. So that's what happened. That's where I'm at. I'm going to hold this down like this now, make it more comfortable, and I'm going to check some comments here. And beat me up, people. Call me crazy, say what you want, but it is what it is. I speak in the truth here. And let's see, Michael Medina, and there's that name Michael. You need to know what you are, Michael. You could be a protector, angel. You got to look at what you are. So, especially if you're killing watches, people just don't know what's up with themselves. You know, watch the video that I named, Are You an Angel? You might be surprised. So, we're here to protect the people. They were supposed to be the watchers in the first place. So it's in your blood, not exactly DNA. Blood overwrites the DNA at this point. So it's in that blood, and it's makes you who you are, and it makes you want to protect people. So, thought I had another comment, I moved it, but I hope this is calming. I hope all of this is calming, and I hope you don't worry about me as a person, because, you know, you get to kind of know somebody, kind of what they put up on the internet, and I'm actually too, I'm even concerned about someone else, but I know that they have peace within themselves, and I'm just going to say this to that person, and you know who I'm talking to when I say this. This too shall pass. And you're not in bad shape, brother. You're not at all. You got a place to lay your head, and times are good. This too shall pass. There's healing waters for everybody. Okay? There's healing waters for you. It's just waiting on you. Maybe go get you a room, get you some hot tub time. I ain't lying to you, but don't get too hot because angels pass out. So get one with a pool you can hop into. So, anybody want to say anything? Beat me up. I felt the need to do this. There's people that feel the need for the update of what's going on too, because of the breakdown I had. I'm not ever done, trucking, period. And also, don't worry about me because I'm making more money sitting here than I am if I had worked. Plus, then I'll have a full clock. And it's funny. The number comes up 6 hours, like the devil held me up 6 hours. But then I'm in this place here 7 days. Everybody with me on that? It's going to be 7 days, and that's just how long the truck's broke down. It's not my choice. That's how long they said it's going to take, and how long they know it's going to take to put a clutch in it and all that stuff. And so, I don't know, man. I see no suffering. I just don't. So for my haters, I waited for you to let you cheese on the fact that I was broke down. I'm so broke down. This is how broke down I am. I'm walking. I'm walking from the hot tub to the pool. So that's my commute. I have a commute. So And then I'm learning about stuff too. I'm getting the apps. I got an Uber app. Learned about that. There is a Mexican restaurant. That's awesome because something about me. I don't know if I don't know, part of the Cherokee, maybe intermarried with some of the Mexicans from way back or something. Oh, I just did that because I got a message. But I like my Mexican food. Let's see, pool seems to be dirty. Is that soap or something? Oh no, they're bubbles and chlorine. They chlorinate this thing at night. Really, I'm not supposed to be out here, but here's the truth. The manager here said you can absolutely do whatever you want. He knows I've healed people. Listen, God's favor, angels carry me. I got people that have come up to the door and turned around and left. Listen to what I'm saying. Only me. It's only me in here. You don't see anybody in here. A hotel full of people. You don't see nobody in here. You know what I'm saying? Now what I do have behind me is a washing machine, and I'll probably go ahead and use it. I was going to go to a full-on laundromat. I'll probably use it tomorrow. But I've got till tomorrow. And see if I can get my ride going. But I hope everybody's doing good and your heart's good. And I hope this does your heart good too, to know that if the devil's messing with you, this is where you'll wind up. It just keeps getting better, people. You know, when you're doing good things, you will be a target. They will mess with you. But then when people realize who you are and how they're supposed to be helping you, you'll get all the help you need. That's comfortable to hold that right there, I think. Let's see. So, but the pool's not dirty, but the chlorine that's coming through the pump is actually doing whatever it's doing. Okay, and that's concrete, by the way. This pool is this hot tub is concrete. So what looks like stains is the concrete color from when they made it, and some of it's like grippy or whatever. There's so much chlorine in here. Like I said, I think they shock it at night, and you can smell it a little stronger. But even those bubbles that are coming out through here, if I could show, well, I do have a zoom. I've got the most wonderful, world's greatest zoom. Let's try this out. If I can zoom to the bubbles. Wow, there, okay. Those bubbles are clean. They're oxygenating chlorine. That's what's happening. Chlorine is being pumped, and then it mixes with the water. It's not oily, it's not greasy, it's chlorine-y. So there's that. But anyways, but the concrete itself has got coloration issues when they made it. So it was less than perfect concrete, I guess. But I dig the tiles. I've always liked tiles in the pool. To me, it reminds me of the Roman pools that they had. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so I'm trying to think of, I told about the squatter and the homesteader. I think I got all my title. Oh, connectedness too. Basically, you have available to you all of the knowledge of forever time in the Akashic record. You can tap into it. Think of it like, it's like a XM radio from heaven. You have all the rights to connect to it no matter who you are. And you have a lifetime paid subscription. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay? Everything you have doesn't cost you anything. I'll get into that in a minute, but also understand that you have the ability to tap into it no matter who you are, it's paid for. And it's all of the knowledge of forever time. So once you understand that, some people, like I was calling it the global consciousness because I don't know how, but I've tapped into it and I get answers about everything. Okay? So there's that. They used to call it remote viewing. They didn't know what they were doing. They were just getting answers from the library of all knowledge. That's what I'm calling it. And spirits work there. And you might even get their names and get to talk to them. The other thing is, let's see. I don't want to lose my train of thought here about the connectedness and that record. Oh yeah. For anyone who finds themselves hoofing it and on 2 feet, and maybe this is your commute, or maybe your commute is treacherous and difficult, okay, keep this in mind. If you are homeless, keep this in mind. If you have been homeless, keep this in mind. When God made Adam and Eve, He did not build them houses. They were homeless. Now you say, oh, well, they lived in the garden. Okay, ponder this. I will give you a piece of land, and I will let you make a garden on it. And you are free to grow as many crops as you want of whatever size, and I will even pay for all of the trees and all of the plants, all of the fertilizer and all of the seed that you could dream of or ask for. And it's a very large piece of land, almost limitless. There's only one condition. You can't build a house on it. Would you take that deal? You could build it, but then you would be what? You would be homeless. Adam and Eve were homeless. But you have a home because this earth is your home. So even if you find yourself homeless, you're better off than Adam and Eve, because Adam and Eve couldn't say, you know, we're going to work hard, we're going to save up our money, and we're going to go buy a house over there. Or we're going to build a house on that hill. Or we're going to set up shop and have a little home right there. It was not for them to even have a home. They were homeless. But their home is the planet. So if you are homeless, or if you have been homeless, you're not really any more homeless than Adam and Eve. Actually, there's structures and restrooms and all kinds of stuff for you that are better than kings and queens in Roman times, like has that tile. Okay? You've got better baths. Every corner has a restroom. They are very nice and well kept, and there's paper in there. It's all free. It's free to you as a person in this country. Okay? So I'm saying, you are no more homeless than Adam and Eve, number one. And you do have a way out that they did not have. You have the ability to work hard, save up, and get you another house. No matter how old you are or how far you think things have gone or whatever. So, if you tell yourself you're homeless, you're kind of telling yourself a story. The earth is your home. Okay? Now, I say that if a truck breaks down, you're pretty much, homeless and walking at the same time. That is true, because you had a little home kind of thing to stay in there. But the real truth is, you're just walking from there to here on this planet anyways. Everybody has a house and they leave it. Just because they're miles and miles away from it and they have to sleep in the woods or they have to stay in a hotel or for whatever your situation is, doesn't mean you're homeless. You have a home, but you have the same condition as people who are homeless. So you're no better than the homeless. Always remember that, because all it takes is for Satan to zap everything you have, and all of a sudden you could have issues where you got to get another phone, all this stuff. But then in the end, okay, there's warm waters. You'll get paid back for it. I got 7 days of payback for one little breakdown, and it's gonna pay me, and it's good. So this video is not just for the connected people that wanted to see a little something and connect. It's for my haters. I ask you to find the stumbling block in my way. Now I'll admit that I could stumble on that. I might stump my toe. That one's another step. But once you get to the top, or if you're getting in, or once you're in, this is bearable. So if you'll find my stumbling block and laugh at me, I'll try to get up. I'll see if I don't fall down. We'll walk around. Let's see if the old man falls down on the stumbling block that my haters would like for me to have. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on, this is so hard. Oh, I have to get coffee. There's coffee. Just so you know, people. There's coffee. It's free. Kind of comes with pro bono. That's Latin for coffee for free. Actually, it means just for free. But I would have to say cafe pro bono. So, there's the deep end of my situation. I'm going to try not to stumble and fall. because my haters would love that, and they want to find my stumbling block. I just don't see one. Does anybody see my stumbling block? I thought I had one around here. Where in the world did my stumbling block go? God moved it out of my way. Just like he said, Satan, get thee behind me. You're a stumbling block. He said that to Satan. So you need to look that up in case your church has just been telling you for years and years. No, he said that to one of his disciples. He also actually said that to Satan. Satan, get thee behind me. That's why he's behind him now. That's why later the angels are going to rejoice when they throw him out of heaven, because he's right where Jesus told him to be, because he conquered him. He's behind him. He does let him walk to and fro on the earth and do what he does to Job, people like me, people like you. But there's the deep end of my troubles. The deep end of my troubles is 5 feet deep. Now, y'all don't know me very well, but I am not 5 foot tall. I am much bigger than 5 foot tall. The deep end of my troubles cannot drown me at this point. Just thought I'd put that out there. Even the pool ain't deep enough. And then it goes to 4 feet. Then it goes to 3 feet. Am I bragging? No. I'm just showing my haters I step in at 3 feet. You have no idea how big I am, people. And I can assure you it's bigger than 3 feet. So, there's that. Anybody wants to say anything, I'm looking for my stumbling block. There's even, in case I need it, there's even a rescue donut thing in case I need saving from that deep 3 foot ocean water. It might listen, I don't know when the waves come in. You never know. It could be rough seas that day. You never know, right? Here, we'll sit over here for a second. You gotta keep an angel cool, right? Gotta keep me cooled off. Now, my haters. Yeah, haters, you can kiss off now. The rest of this ain't for you anyways, but you did need to hear some verses, because y'all need to get with Jesus. Y'all need a Jesus moment, for real. If you hating on me, yeah, seriously, you need to get in touch with your spirit and talk to God, because you hating for no reason at all. I'm doing good work here. Don't let the devil lead you to hate me, because then you're just doing the devil's work anyhow. And it's a choice. Either you're with him or you're without him. Either you're doing God's work and helping people when they break down and helping them out in this world and all this stuff. And if you have a gift, don't be scared of it. Even if it's so crazy that you're healing people, don't fear it. Use it. You'd be surprised how receptive the people are, because he'll only put you in the presence of angels. I'll go one further. You'll be surprised how much they'll want to help you, especially once they see your works. That's the truth. So I'm gonna take a sip of this coffee. You can make a few comments, but I couldn't find my stumbling block. I did look, man. I was looking. Is it over there? Is it over there? I don't know. Probably went the same place those people's pain went. I don't know where that stuff goes. It just attaches itself to people, but when it's gone, I can't find it. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen their pain. I ain't seen their sorrow. One guy, the way he said it was, he had a problem of his spirit. It flattened out, is what he said. His words, it flattened out. I walked to a gas station. It was raining like crazy when I got there. They wouldn't let us in. We're outside talking, and he needed healing, and I healed him of his issues. And then I told him, I said, I'm not going in this place. Then they left us outside. Don't treat a child of God like that. Left us outside in the rain. But then it stopped enough, and I went next door. I bought a big whatever pack of Dasani. It was only $5.99. I broke half of it for him and half of it for me. And he went back to his other hotel, and I went over to this one. And that was all I could carry in my backpack anyhow, was exactly half. That's all I could split. So I was going to give him half anyway. I couldn't have carried all that all the way across the road, no way. So he got water, I got water, he got what he needed, even though he was locked out of his room and was going to have to get another card. Walked to the store, didn't bring his money with him because he was locked in the room. Satan was messing with him, and guess what? There I was, in the rain with him. Sometimes God will put you in the rain with somebody else, and they need help, and you got a gift to help them. Give it to them freely. Don't ask for nothing for it, and just know you're doing God's work. So anybody got to say anything? Like I said, and I'm not perfect. I'm a sinner on this earth, but I know what's going on. I'm well aware of the situation. So I hope you like the view. I'm telling you, the acoustics in here are phenomenal. You know, Don't get me singing again. I just figure, hey, look, they're not going to copyright me for that one. I'm glad they copyrighted me on the angel thing, though. I'll tell you why. For whatever they do with that, either it will help that group, and that song is an amazing song. I've got another song I'm going to use later. It's going to get me to where I do that too. Or that group is probably going, oh my God, I love what he did with the song. Let him do it, because they didn't give me any kind of anything else about it. And that's what happened. So Train knows what's up. And it's helping a lot of people. And I'm not wanting any glory from any of this. Just like if you're healing somebody, you give the glory to God. Just like you're not trying to be famous for nothing. I'm just talking about what's real and what's going on. So if people come into these gifts, they know they're not alone. And there's a lot of other people. Some of them are doing the ASMR thing that have these gifts. Some of them are doing, card readings. Some of them are doing, spiritual healing videos where people talk to you. They're just doing what comes natural to them. They're angels. They're doing what gift they have. It may not pertain to you. No more than if you had a Freightliner and you took it to the Kenworth dealership. It don't pertain to them. They're like, hey, you might want to take that to the other people. We don't even do that here. They don't even do what I do there. And I don't do what they do here. I can't help that. It doesn't mean I don't agree with them or appreciate what they're doing. Just it's not in the same wheelhouse. It's not the same color wheel. But if I needed to, if I really didn't want to get in the pool, for old people, this thing's even got a drop-in thing where you sit right there and it'll electric move you down into the pool. You can sit on that and hit a button and it'll put you in the pool. Same with over there on the hot tub side. So I'm taken care of, and my yoke was heavy, but I laid it at Jesus' feet and he took my burden. And I gotta tell you, he leads me beside these still waters for 7 days now. I've just now had a chance to actually relax, getting some stuff done. Tomorrow will be the end of the day. Just thought I'd show this. I might watch this myself. This is calming, people. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't seen my stumbling block, the ones that my haters would want me to have. I think they're out of hate right now. I think they ran out. They just got nothing. They're like, how can I watch that? How can I possibly watch how good this is for him right now? I had all that hate all week, and I was laughing about how he's broke down and this and that and whatever. Probably even talking trash about me. I ain't seen it. I think it's great. I let him go. It's kind of like if you let a fish that you've caught on the line, but you let it go and let it go and let it go, and then you reel it back in. It's kind of like that. I'm gonna drink some coffee. So, let's hope I don't stumble, because that's what people would want to see, is a stumbling block in my way. Some people. I know most of y'all are supportive and y'all get it and y'all just want to check in and see how things are going. They're going about this good. And when it's not going this good, it's going about that good. But then when it's not going that good no more, and the angel gets a little bit hot, he comes over here. That's how things are going. So, he leadeth me beside the still waters. He prepares me a table, like right now, because my haters can hear this, before my enemies. My cup runneth over. Free coffee all day long. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I'll dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. How about that one? Y'all dig that? And I'm bigger than my problems. Because if this is my problem, if this is the hardest thing that's my problem right now, I'm bigger than 5 feet. I hope you people understand you're bigger than your problems too. I hope this was informative, enjoyable. Anybody wants to say anything, I ain't gonna kick you out. It was nice of y'all to show up. I appreciate you showing up, showing out. We're gonna cause some mess in this world. We're gonna wake up some angels. I'm gonna be on the deep side thing. Yes, sir. Nothing wrong with that, right? Getting in on the deep side of things. It ain't but 5 feet. I'm much bigger than that. So let's check out the comments here. And Icon, appreciate you showing up. All y'all people. Michael, you personally, with that name especially, because your parents know that they know, but they don't know, but they don't know. You need to check into yourself and find out who you are. Protective angels are everywhere. Also, Toxic Venom, I don't know you, but you're welcome. Everyone's welcome here. And I ain't gonna throw you out. I ain't gonna kick nobody out. And I ain't gonna say that you can sleep on the floorboard and I'll put a blanket on you. What I'll say for this one is, you can sit over there on the steps, but we got to go. So the other thing is this. Just like I said in the end of my other video, but this was a little shorter. I've been playing the world's longest knock-knock joke, or riddle, like the riddle of the Sphinx, like what walks with in the morning with 4 legs, in the middle of the day with 2 legs, and in night time with 3. The answer is man, because when he's a baby, he's on all 4s. In the middle of the day, he walks on 2 legs, because he's middle of his life. And at the end of his life, he walks with 3, because he needs a cane to help support him, or a staff. Well, I got my own riddle I've been running since I started this channel. It's maybe the Guinness Book of World Records to pick up on this. I got the longest running riddle before I told the answer. I did tell it the other night, but I'm gonna tell it to you people today. And here's what the riddle is, and I'll just give it to you. For years, I've been saying, "What's up, people?" Because I'm speaking to people. But now that I've revealed all this other stuff, I'm going to say this. What's up, people? And also, what's up, angels? So I hope everybody's doing good. Y'all want to make a comment on that? I'm going to drop you on the bricks. Is that okay with people? You get a little brick, a little black light, and then I'm going to get off here. Say what you like. I'm going to sit here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative. You need to understand that you're normal if you have abilities that you did not have before, if you speak with spirits, if your children talk to relatives that have just passed on before or at the time that those children were being born, and they see them and talk to them and play with them daily, and you show them a picture in a photo album and they say, "That's my friend," but really it's their deceased uncle or aunt or grandmother. That's real, people. Listen to the children. Just like Jesus said, "Suffer the children unto me." I'm saying listen to the children. They're not lying to you. They're not old enough to lie. They have no reason to make things up. They usually play with them in the closet, or they'll play with them in the room and talk to them. And it's just as real to them as oxygen is to you. Keep in mind too, when it's raining, you might not like the rain, but there might be a child holding a cup out into the rain. That might be the only water they're getting that day. Or God might be trying to anoint you if you just put your head out there. Okay? And at the very least, he's trying to water the trees so that they can give you oxygen so you can even breathe. So God's doing good things for you. Don't curse the rain. It's doing good for you. The crops need it. I'll give you another view of this. I'm going to check out comments here because they go away. You're not making comments, people. Did you go to sleep? Was it my voice? Because that does happen. I do put people to sleep with my voice, and sorry if I did. I hope, listen to that Reiki healing music. I'll put a link up to that on this one too. And listen to the angels. And every morning at about 6 a.m. Central, about 7 a.m. Eastern time. It could be earlier than that. You might want to get up at 6 Eastern time. Start looking just before daylight for the clouds to form and how they form and what type of things they put in the sky. You saw my angel wings I put up. God does his artwork in the morning, and as soon as the sun's up, it washes it away. Those are the waters that are above. And you can control them, by the way. But I can't control the waters below. I can't do anything with that. That's just there. It's too heavy, it does what it do. I can make a storm move. It's the dangest thing. You'd be surprised. It's limitless. It's limitless. Speaking to someone without words in their mind, communicating like that. There's stuff like that going on. This is real, people. So I'm gonna get off this thing. Y'all stay safe. Thank you for showing up. I know you want a little more water. Look, there's some more water. I'll give you. There's some more water. And wait, a little for my haters. Bless you, haters. There you go. Y'all stay safe. I'm gonna get off this thing. I don't believe I'll be here more than the 7 days that I was told by the mechanic, and they didn't tell me that update until today. So the devil got 6 hours. God gave me 7 days to pay it back. Y'all see my commute from there to here and back. And I got to carry a heavy load the whole way. It's so hard. People, y'all stay safe. Go with God. He's the way to go. You mess with the devil, you don't get good stuff. You carry with God. The devil's going to mess with you. He will mess with you. But look at where it leads you to. Just take a look. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. Especially when you're getting paid. Stay safe, okay? Y'all get some sleep. It's late at night. You know what I'm saying? And I will work tomorrow. I'm a working person. This has been the first time. This has been 6 years coming that I needed some kind of a break. I've been working. It's going to do me good. I was able to catch up, get another phone, try to figure out apps, that kind of thing. That little hot tub's good on your back. So there's that. The muscles in there. Kind of loosen them up. So stay safe. I'm going to get off this thing. Let everybody out there be blessed. Because you are. You just need to know that you are. And get your update, people. Tune in to what's going on. Tune into the angels and get your update. You got a lifetime subscription, almost like XM, that's being paid for. Been paid for a long time ago. For you to be connected to all the answers that there are. If you think bad thoughts about bad things are going to manifest. You can speak them into being. Don't do that. Think good thoughts and speak them into being. And just know that in the end, you're going to wind up beside still waters. I'm going to get off this thing. Y'all stay safe. Enjoy the video. Watch it again. If you want, just turn the volume down. Maybe my talking ain't even good for you. Maybe you just like watching the water. You know what I mean? Stay safe. I'm out. Peace.